This is a little girl's life we're talking about.
You know what, Rowena? You petitioned for custody.
Louise needs more love than just what her grandfather can give her.
What she needs is stability, especially now since she's lost her grandmother.
One of her grandmothers.
This movie has a lot to say about fathers.
Right.
So talk a little bit about what the hopes it shows to fathers.
I think there's nothing more important in a little girl's life than her dad. And there's nothing more important in a little boy's life than his mom. It works like that. Being a mama's boy, that's just how it was. I love my dad, but I adored my mom. And you know, in this movie, it's funny because it shows that children are just beautiful blank slates. This script came about because Mike Binder's sister-in-law passed away and she had a biracial son.
Yeah.
And at 9 years old, Mike pulls him to the side and he's like, "How are you doing?" He's like, "You know, everybody keep asking me if I'm black or if I'm white." He's like, "I'm just Andy." And I think there's something really beautiful and simple in that statement. You know, kids are born beautiful little blank slates, and we mess them up with our stuff. And I think as parents, as fathers, it's our jobs to make sure that no trash gets on our kids' slates.
Yeah. Well, it also talks about being introspective and thinking about, I think each character has to think about their issues. Do you feel like, are you a father and do you do that yourself when you're thinking about?
I do. It's funny. I am a dad and father, daddy father, and I think about it every day. I've forged a relationship with my kids to where I don't get in the way of who they want to be. And that took a learning process. It took years. I realized it with my first son and how, you know, I was imposing on him my will. I'm like, maybe that's not who he is. I can't live out my dreams through my son. You know, so now, you know, he's just grown into this amazing little person and he's completely different from me, but exactly the same. And we're best friends. And I feel like I know I'm doing a good job being a dad because I really like my son.
Yeah. That's adorable. Yeah. Now, in the movie, you have a moment where you're really intense. You're telling, you know, straightforward with this guy. How was that doing that?
It was fun for me. You know, I know that monologue is very important to me, and I want people to walk away from the movie with two key phrases. You know, it's not your first thought that makes you a racist. It's your second, your third, and your fourth. If you look at me and you don't see a black man, we have a problem. And I look at you and I don't see a white woman, we have a problem. Because if I have a problem seeing a white woman, that means I have a whole lot of problems with what it means to be a white woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we shouldn't shy away from the obvious, but we should deal with what's relevant, you know? And I think that subject matter with this movie is unlike any other movie that I've ever seen. And that's why it's so important. That's why you have the likes of Kevin Costner and Octavia Spencer in roles like this, because it's such a different and important script.
Thanks for watching. To find out more about entertainment news that follows your values, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, and like us on Facebook, so you can know before you go.